King Charles III will be handed Scotland's jewels in Edinburgh on Wednesday, July 5, to mark his coronation. There, he will be presented with the crown and sceptre, which form part of the honours of Scotland. A national Thanksgiving service will also feature a new sword name in honour of the late Queen Elizabeth II. The day will be similar to an event which took place in 1953 to celebrate her grand coronation. Many may not have heard of Scotland's prized crown jewels, which were exclusively part of the Scottish royal family right up until the country agreed to merge its crown with England after the union of the crowns in 1707. Here, Express.co.uk takes a look at each piece of the collection and the history behind it. Poll: should King Charles pay for his second coronation in Scotland? The Elizabeth Sword. The Elizabeth Sword is the newest of the Scottish crown jewels, named after Queen Elizabeth II. Commissioned at the end of 2022 on the initiative of Lord Lyon King of Arms, the Scottish Government approved its creation, which came to the tune of £22,000. It replaces the current Sword of State, a gift from Pope Julius II to James IV in 1507, which is in such fragile condition it can no longer be used. The sword has been worked on by a number of expert Scottish craftsmen and women and was designed by former Ormond Pursuivant of Arms Mark Dennis. It includes a pommel of Lewis on Nice and a scabbard wrought from Perthshire oak. Dame Catherine Granger DBE, Chair of UK Sport, will bear the sword during the coronation service at St Giles Cathedral. Speaking about the sword, designer Mark Dennis said, "I am humbled to have had the opportunity to work with so many talented Scots craftspeople to create this tribute to our late Queen, a new sword for Scotland and the new King, to last for the next 500 years. The Crown of Scotland. The Crown of Scotland is the centrepiece of the honours of Scotland. It is the oldest surviving crown in the UK and one of the oldest in Europe. In its current form, the crown was made for James V in 1540, and was based on an older crown believed to date back to the reign of Robert the Bruce 200 years before in the early 14th century. The crown is adorned with 94 pearls and 43 gemstones, while its cap features a declared gold and deep blue orb peppered with tiny stars. A gold cross straddles the orb, itself decorated with amethyst and 8 more pearls. The Duke of Hamilton will carry the Crown of Scotland during the coronation. It includes a pommel of Lewis on Nice and a scabbard wrought from Perthshire oak. Dame Catherine Granger DBE, Chair of UK Sport, will bear the sword during the coronation service at St Giles Cathedral. Speaking about the sword, designer Mark Dennis commented, "I am humbled to have had the opportunity to work with so many talented Scots craftspeople to create this tribute to our late Queen, a new sword for Scotland and the new King, to last for the next 500 years. Don't miss. King Charles rekindles interest in Elizabethan composer William Byrd, exclusive, King Charles' Scottish coronation blasted as poor man's reenactment. Latest, Princess Kate's little-known new title that she'll use at Scottish coronation, Insight, the sceptre. This ornamental rod dates back to 1494, thought to be a gift given by Pope Alexander VI to James IV. It replaced a much older sceptre that is believed to have been crafted in the 1300s and which has since been lost. James V ordered its redesign and lengthening in 1536, a task carried out by Edinburgh goldsmith Adam Lees. The symbolic rod has several defining features, including a handle that is joined with an engraved hexagonal rod, which is in turn decked with flowers such as leaves and thistles. The knob, or finial, stands at the top of the scepter and is decorated with dolphins and depictions of the Virgin Mary, St. James the Great, and St. Andrew. These are then topped with a sphere of polished crystal and a golden globe with a large pearl sitting at the very peak. A turbulent history. Mary Queen of Scots was the first to be crowned using the new crown and scepter together in 1543. The honours of Scotland have a restless and disorderly past. For 9 years between 1651 and 1660, they were removed from Edinburgh Castle and hidden to keep them from the reach of Oliver Cromwell's advancing army. Then, when the Act of Union was signed between England and Scotland in 1707, the jewels were locked away in a chest and largely forgotten about. It wasn't for more than 100 years when Sir Walter Scott, the Scottish novelist, rediscovered the honours along with an unaccountable silver sword that the jewels made their way back into public discourse. Today, the honours of Scotland are on show for people to see, located on the first floor of the Royal Palace on the east side of Crown Square at Edinburgh Castle. The exact worth of the jewels altogether is unknown, but when combined with the royal family's other jewels, the price tag is believed to tally into the billions of pounds.